There's only about 5 weeks left until the curtain goes up on an old favorite that's getting a major makeover.
The Kansas City Ballet's version of the Nutcracker really hasn't changed much in 30 years until now.
We've already looked in on some of the ways they're resetting the stage for this holiday classic.
Scenery, costumes, choreography. The company has big dreams, but that clock is ticking down.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rifle. Your attention should be here and not about who's got what hairdo. We need you to stay involved. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, la, 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 la. All right, girls, can you go back? Go back. No, don't wander off. Cannon and artillery. 7, 8.
Swords, guns, and the cavalry, too. 60 days exactly from opening night finds Devon Carney in the midst of the melee, working out the battle scene with 100 or so of the youngsters he hopes will help make this new Nutcracker particularly memorable.
I really want my Academy kids to look great. I want them to have such a good time and to look so sharp, and that takes a lot of work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Certainly there are moments where you're going to have to rally the forces and say, okay, guys, focus, let's get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Meanwhile, Holly Hines, who designs the costumes the kids and the company will soon be wearing, is doing a little movement of her own through New York City's garment district, looking in on some of the many makers, turning her ideas into reality, like Sarah Timberlake in her shop on 7th Avenue.
This is going to be all one piece, but we're going to make it look like it has a seam.
Great.
We changed the shape to come more straight again.
Okay. Love that, all crunched up in there. For Devon, he is not afraid of color, and he wanted a little more life in the palette. You know, Victorian, wherever we are, Prague or whatever, they were more muted colors. It wasn't necessarily jewel tones, and so we've changed that a little bit. We've pumped that up a little bit.
So whether it's an update on hats from her old pal Arnold Levine,
Can you put that on?
Yeah, it's going to be too big, but
Yeah.
But then I'll wire the brim.
or elegant frocks for the mothers and grandmothers at Jan Perrin's place,
So we want to go up at least 4 more inches to our scoop. Yeah.
the details of dressing Drosselmeyer at John Christensen's,
This is a beautiful fabric too, Valentina.
which happens to be the same shop where a certain wooden figure is coming to life.
In the actual physical head?
Holly has made it a point to share the wealth on this ambitious, time-crunched project. It's the kind of built-from-the-ground-up undertaking that even someone with a resume as impressive as hers seldom gets to do these days.
I'm working with a lot of friends. That's one of the best parts of this big project, is that a lot of people, a lot of makers could be brought in, and you could give them small packages, and so nobody felt overtaxed or overburdened, but they all still feel like they have a piece of the nut, so to speak.
It's pretty good.
On the other side of that, I had to tell some people they weren't going to get maybe as much as they wanted. You know, like I know Coco wanted to do Waltz of the Flowers, and I have a maker in Houston doing Waltz of the Flowers, and that was my call of whose strengths would work the best. How many of those you got?
I probably have 3.
There's bling to be accounted for, too. After all, this Nutcracker is being built to pop off the stage in every possible way, including the scenic design by Alain Vaez. It, too, is under construction all over the country, most notably at Cobalt Studios in upstate New York, and at this 100,000 square foot facility in the suburbs of Chicago.
We're making all of the legs and borders for the parlor, the scene at the top of the show. All of these legs are painted drapery that are stretched over steel frames so that the portals, as they're flown in and out, will stay nice and taut and then simulate the draped fabric in a way that is repeatable every performance, as opposed to just having real drapes. there were also several scenic elements, complex scenic elements they gave us, like a expanding Christmas tree that starts off as a smaller tree in the parlor and then magically grows to almost 30 feet tall. It's a point of spectacle that, when done right, should make the audience gasp or, and give them a little spine tingle of spectacle.
A small spoiler ahead. That incredible growing Christmas tree isn't the only aha moment being built here. A hot air balloon fronted by a unicorn is also one of Ravenswood's deliverables.
The actual balloon itself is 18 feet tall. There has to be room for it to be hidden from the audience. And then it reveals itself and then has to fly away in different directions.
One thing about Devon is you don't have to convince him to go big.
Jeff Bentley says there have been a few "it cost how much" moments, but overall the project has been on budget and so far on time. As for the $2 million price tag, well, nearly all of it was raised in just 6 months.
This is a production that you invest in. So, and it's the only ballet that you have in your repertoire that you do every year. It's the only one. So you want to make it special. And over the years, audiences in general have started to demand more from the stagecraft. The new technologies are there, and you need to use them.
Of course, it might be easier without so many distractions. All those other things that still have to be done. Whether it's filming a TV commercial, staging the Three Musketeers earlier this month, posing for the new company portrait, or fitting in another fitting with Holly and more of her makers.
There's this whole sort of like pieces of puzzles that are being made independently of each other. Here, there, there. The exciting part is going to happen when we get those they all slot in together. The company, they haven't touched party scene. I've got to get them up to speed where the kids are, and then I got to put them all in one room. And we got to really start making a story come to life. Girls, we're going to try a little bit different version of how you start. 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8. 1.
Finally, the day Devon's been waiting for has arrived. T-41. His first chance to bring together the entire cast with the music of Tchaikovsky, in the complex named for the man whose Nutcracker has been our standard for so many years.
I don't want to presume to know what Todd would think, but I know one thing: he would be absolutely proud of the artistic excellence and the care that went into putting on a brand new Nutcracker on the stage for audiences in Kansas City that he essentially began to prepare 30-some years ago. This is a big, big step for Kansas City Ballet.
6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
As opening night nears, we'll keep an eye on all the hubbub at the Bowl Under Center and Muriel Kauffman Theater. Check it out on the web at kcpt.org.